Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Tuesday. It's February the 15th. I hope that you had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday, and hope that you were just able to enjoy the day. It was a beautiful day. The weather was so nice. No wind, and I think that's going to change today and throughout the rest of the week, and some other changes coming. But hey, it's Oklahoma. If you don't like the weather one day, hey, wait, it's going to change. But anyway, I hope you're doing well this morning. This morning, I want to share with you and talking about, the title of the devotion is "Weak Start, Strong Finish." In the first century, the objective of the sower, was to take the seed, throw it out, and let the wind pick it up. The process was, pretty primitive. As we think about, how crops are sown today, and the advancement, of technology and everything about it, has changed. But the idea is basically the same. But back then, the sower just walked out. Had his seed in his big bag, and he reached in and he threw it. Now, interestingly, the word broadcast, broadcast as you toss that seed out, actually comes from the root word for sowing seed. And in the same way, our job as Christians, as believers, is to go into all the world, and preach the gospel, or as we most often talk about, sow the seed, sow the seed of the gospel. We throw out the seed of the gospel to as many people as we can. And time will tell, who the real converts are, those that took the seed. And that's because sometimes people, they come on strong, in the beginning, and then they walk away. They never return. They disappear. Other times people have a weak start, but they get stronger, with the passing of time as they mature. In the parable of the sower, Jesus, he talked about seed that fell along the wayside, and the birds came and ate it. He went on to explain in Matthew 13:19, when anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, then the wicked one comes and snatches away what was sown in his heart. This is he who received seed by the wayside. So, we must have, So we just have to wait and see who the real believers are, because sometimes a person will make a profession of faith, and will fall away and then return. Now, that is what we call a prodigal son or daughter. Now, how do we know the difference, between a prodigal and someone who's not really converted? I mean, if someone has professed faith in Christ but walks away and never comes back, then they're like the seed that was sown along the wayside. A prodigal, however, will always come home. Sometimes, we can have a weak beginning, but a strong finish. And what matters is how you finish. Oftentimes we talk about in the world of sports, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, it doesn't really matter. Whatever sport it is, we talk about finishing strong. Oftentimes you'll see a team, they get out of the gate and they start really strong, and they get out ahead but they don't finish well, and the other team is able to come back, and in other words, the other team finishes well, and they're able to defeat them. I don't know about you, but in my Christian life as a believer, I want to finish well. I want to finish strong. And, the last however many years that I have here on this earth, it may be that I live long enough that I see the return of Christ, but it may be that I don't. I don't know. None of us do, but my goal is to finish strong, and my prayer is that you would too. All we are is sowers, as believers in Christ, and we go out and we broadcast the seed, and where it lands and who it lands on, only God knows who takes that seed and allows it to grow. But anyway, I hope that encourages you this morning, that's what we are. We're sowers for the gospel. And anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.